Hi, my name is Mandy Lambert, instructional designer from the Purposeful Learner podcast. This podcast episode is called Harnessing the Power of Informal Learning. If you have not heard the latest Purposeful Learner podcast episode, head over to www.mandylambert100.wixsite.com/purposefullearner to listen to the episode and see the show notes. In that episode, I discuss what invisible learning is, the major impact it can have, and some things that influence informal learning. Today, we will review 4 strategies that can help create a community of informal learning in your professional organization. These are tactics that stem from constructivist learning strategies and I believe can be applied to any type of organization and any level of manager or employee. The 4 strategies I'm going to feature in this podcast are modeling growth mindset, increasing information accessibility, creating formal learning relationships, and using informal networks. Modeling growth mindset. In the podcast episode, I talked about how role models often impact how learners behave. Organizations can use this to promote a growth mindset and attitude of development. The more people feel comfortable asking questions and learning new things, the more learning and growth will spread throughout the organization. Growth mindset is the idea that anyone can continue to develop and that effort is more important than outcome. This can take humility, especially for higher-level managers, to be okay with starting as a beginner in a new area. If you're the teacher, try to validate that new tasks are always challenging, and give your learner a vote of confidence. If you are the learner, seek to learn, come prepared with relevant questions, and don't be afraid about a learning curve to learn new skills. Increasing information accessibility. It is also helpful to promote knowledge sharing. If possible, try to avoid competitive metrics that might cause employees to keep information to themselves. Consider how to make resources more accessible to employees by creating a public directory and instructing users how to save and find information. Inquiry-based learning is a great constructivist strategy, and usually adult learners are naturally motivated to find information that will help with their jobs and goals. Encourage employees to share industry-relevant articles or discuss leadership books with colleagues. Finally, ask what kinds of skills employees would benefit from in their day-to-day tasks, and see if you can provide or ask for training programs in those areas. There are various types of continuing education ranging from hiring a professional development consultant, providing access to LinkedIn Learning, or developing training modules within an organization. This shows employees that the organization cares about their development and can increase engagement. Creating formal learning relationships. Cognitive apprenticeships are based on situated cognition learning theory, which Marcy P. Driscoll explains as knowledge is conceived as lived practices and learning is participation in communities of practice. Cognitive apprenticeships are when learners participate in a community of learning and complete real-world tasks under the guidance and modeling of a leader. Many organizations hold major development programs in this fashion, and there are some other smaller ways to provide similar guidance. One option is to set up mentoring programs where more experienced leaders help provide newer employees with inspiring role models. Additionally, buddy systems allow for peers to learn from each other and to ask questions that they may be uncomfortable asking managers. And finally, great knowledge can be learned from working with people in other departments. If there are opportunities to set up cross-functional project teams, it can promote learning and organization synchrony. Using informal networks. Based on Harvard Business Review's 1993 article by David Krackhart and Jeffrey R. Hansen, informal networks are used when unexpected problems come up and work needs to get done. On page 1, they explain, a complex web of social ties form every time colleagues communicate and solidify over time into surprisingly stable networks. Many managers do not understand what the true networks are, which can be a major weakness in organizational leadership. Informal networks can also be used to share information and cultivate a learning culture. Managers can understand who could best implement learning programs or how to link people who are not currently communicating together. Employees can build relationships outside of their current networks by asking to have one-on-one meetings or shadow other functions. With both formal and informal networks, it can be beneficial for individuals to consider the strengths and skills of coworkers as examples of what to work towards. Modeling a growth mindset, increasing information accessibility, creating formal learning relationships, and using informal networks are 4 great strategies to promote learning in your organization. Thanks so much for watching this video, and make sure you head over to www.mandylambert100.wixsite.com/purposefullearner for more learning content. See you soon!